is working. Where is my face? Oh no, there's my face. That's great. Well, there's been a few technical difficulties, but everything's all good. I hope you're going good too. And today we are... Oh my goodness, all my windows are in funny places. So today we are going back to building, which I think is going to be good. So we have some shulkers to put things in for our, when we're not using things. But we've got a house that's all organized for putting things, that got the dripstone all organized and hiding things, except it's kind of been spawning mobs, so we need to stick a torch in here for now, but I'm thinking that we'll put a lantern in here. And I'm thinking today we start off by at least getting the flower farms looking nice, and then maybe one of these other farms, and also a wheat farm, like just like a wheat field. And I think that'll be good. Start getting that Wheaten Empire vibe going on. I think that'll be good. Also, brainstorming on the beehives, the apiary, will probably be a good idea because they're busy chilling there and I still this is very much a box, and it is, compared to everything else, it is bringing down the general vibe of the place. So I figure if we grab some acacia and some sandstone for starting out, I think that'll be good. Make everything look good, look posh. Because basically these are just here to give us flowers and look good. Take those up. This one doesn't have any bone meal. I lied, it had bone meal in it. But we're able to knock out pretty much any of these blocks and replace them. They're only there to look pretty. So we should be fine on that matter. And I'm thinking having a warmer acacia-y vibe on the inside of the shop would be good. So if we grab some of that and we go with the orange, it should be fun. Oh, and we can use some... what's it called? Orange terracotta. I think that'll be good. We've got a whole bunch of it, so... it should be good. Also, I'm venturing to see if I could grab a whole bunch of the mangrove before we started streaming today. And I ended up going on such a road trip. It wasn't funny. Like, I think I went in the complete opposite direction initially. And I got stuck in a thunderstorm and all sorts. I think the game just has directions out for me rather than actually being able to find the correct ways. It's just like, oh no, there are problems. Oh well. We made it back, and that is the important bit. Because like for a moment there I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to have to spend half the stream trying to figure out how to get home. Because I managed to find my way back about half an hour before stream started. I was just like, oh, thank goodness. So I'm thinking if we replace these visible bits with orange terracotta, and then these backing bits with orange terracotta. Not this bit. That should be good. And we can have a grey, something like that. Although I'm a little bit worried about bumping the cart. Although normally it doesn't look so black. There's a lighting glitch going on there. I don't know what it is. Although I will take the lighting glitch over having it sort of glitching in and out. So I suppose that's a bonus? Not sure about that one. But go like that. Okay. Come like that. Because we don't need to worry about any of this back here. We just need to make sure that these lines never cross, because otherwise there are sad redstone times. And I'm not entirely sure how I would fix that. And then we can also go like this, so it carries the vibe across and makes it more coherent? Cohesive? No, that needs to go there. Because basically this is a flashy signal that sends redstone as fast as it can to that dispenser, yes. And then we put a whole bunch of bone meal in here, and it spits out bone meal really fast onto the roses, the lilacs, any of these two tall flowers. and then we get extra stuff. It's good. Then we can go like this. And this is going to be the edge of the internal walls. Actually, what do you think it would look like if we go like this in between them? So it's sort of like a little alcove. I think that looks really good. However, with this skinny bit here, we may have a little bit of trouble. But I think that looks really good without us enclosing it. And if we replace this bit of sandstone, that'll also be really good. Oops. Perfect. Ah, did we get the lever? The lever ended up in there. Nope. Yes, okay, we've got the lever. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, that's all in the right place. It's working. Okay. Might end up being a bit of... That's... Oh, I see what's wrong. Okay. Because the flashy thing is showing that the circuit is working, but it doesn't have the drop of redstone on the top that makes it go to the dispenser. There we go. Okay, so that'll now work. Perfect. Oop. Like, if someone asked me a couple of years ago if I would be using redstone in my worlds, I would be laughing at them. But I don't know, redstone makes life so much easier. It's confusing to do, but it makes life so much easier. At least once you get the hang of it. Okay. So I think we'll be able to push this out by a little bit, at least out by at least one block. And then we should be able to have a wall outside of that. Fingers crossed. And that should make way for everything else to still feel good when we're moving around inside the building. And have the little alcove. Which I think the alcoves are going to be worth it. But... Okay, so I'm thinking that we go with a bit of the mangrove and bring in the red, but we also mix it with sandstone. Speaking of which, sandstone. And we put the door about over on this side of things. So we're not so much worrying about here. And we're going to need to cover up that side out the back a little bit, but that's no biggie. So we've got a little bit of area that we can walk around in and feel brave. Brave is not the right word. Movement about in the area. Here we go. Those are words that can be strung together in a sentence. Like, I think it's definitely ideal when you're doing a shop to have the ability to have extra layers to make walls and things like that. However, I find at the scale I tend to build shops, mostly because I don't find shops that interesting to build. Shops, buildings and things like that, I don't tend to make them that big, so they don't turn out that... I think the word I'd use is exciting. Or at least... No, exciting's still the wrong word. Large scale? So... like, ideally, I'd rather have walls that are 2 blocks thick, so therefore you can have a design wall for the inside and a design wall for the outside. And then on top of that, have layers of design where it's pillars and things like that. Like this. And that's my preferred way of doing things. It gets the idea across. Totally okay. Welcome. I hope the anime was good. We're busy building... what? We're busy building today. And at the moment, we're busy building up and around these flower farms and making it look posh and stuff like that. And hiding the redstone and doing all of that. So the main idea is that the redstone gets covered up in basically a pretty manner. Because I'm a fan of making sure... that's TMI. Let me sleep, thank you. But basically, by having the builds look nice, it gives us a really good reason to actually be around the builds and stuff like that. And speaking of which, having stained glass windows, I think in here would be good. Like just 1 block size windows. Yeah, like that sort of size. Today is a good day. There's good things going on. And then we have this sort of come on a diagonal, and then like this. I think it'd be good. Yeah. Like... and we could actually conjoin these 2 flower farm shop things together. First test on the 3rd day of school? Oh, that's rough. That doesn't even give you a chance to actually learn anything. That's just like, oh yeah, I've said hi. So... Jensen... keep that sort of information out of chat. Okay, so glass, right. Eye bags, we go with some yellow glass because I rather like the look of that. And basically, the reason why is because like disclosing your school year or anything like that it is also a way of really ruining your internet privacy. So it's not really great for you and your internet safety. Okay, so basically we have window, and I think, like, I don't mind. Oh, that would be really cool. Do we have any more? Having the same amount of subs as days. That would be a neat event when and if that happens. I would probably screenshot that when that happens. Unless, like, the worst happened and I died and I went back the other way. My eyes? Yeah? Oh, so I wear tinted glasses and sometimes my eyes just don't really get registered by my facial recognition program, and so it sometimes can look a little weird. But the thing is, if I wear clear glasses, I end up with a migraine. So I can either do this or I can have it blink automatically for me, and blinking automatically doesn't really look natural, alive, or anything like that. It's just sort of like every 15 seconds or so, it's like and yeah, so I figure, like, it may look a little weird, but I think it's better. And like, I am all here for embracing imperfections. Like, imperfections is what makes us human. So if blinking is one of the things that makes me a little bit odd, then it seems that that's the one that happens. I'm autistic, so there we go. And hopefully, like, I'm really hoping we don't end up using too much of this, because on one hand, this stuff is a pain to get, the mangrove, but on the other hand, it looks so good. We're still working on the flower farm. So today is all for building. We just spent like the last couple of streams were doing what's it called? Redstone builds that we were going to plan builds around, because I find it easier to build the actual builds around the redstone. So we're going to be building themed builds around the redstone farms that are in the area. So in this case, it's a little flower shop for the flower farms. Well, actually 2 flower farms because this one's here. Yes, I did make a cactus farm. And I'm going to actually turn that one into a watchtower, I think. And use the green dye from it in, like, probably some green stained terracotta. I keep wanting to call it green stained clay. It's been so many years since I've heard, since it's been changed to green terracotta, but I keep wanting to call it green stained clay. It's just something that has stuck in my brain for all this time, and it just won't come out. I'm thinking that I actually want to cut this through here and make a little, what would I call it? A little, divot? A little alleyway? Something like that? I think that'll be good. I just pop it through here. And we can have a little bench or a little flower thing. Something like that. Definitely some wheat. We can involve wheat. Because we really need to, like, encourage the use of wheat in this area. Because wheat is important in the Wheaten Empire. Okay. It's like, I think that would be good, because that gives the idea that the buildings are connected, but they're not actually the same building. So it'll make these 2 buildings feel a lot less imposing overall. Here we go. I actually prefer to use potatoes or carrots because there's usually one or the other when it comes to trading with villagers around in their villages. And if it's potatoes, then you can boil them. Boil them. You can bake them and get extra food out of them, like really good food. Oh yeah, I suppose. I think that probably is a bias when it comes to trading the carrots, because if the carrots are being traded, then it's kind of like you can always just use the emeralds that you're getting and trading and get gold carrots from the villager. If you're going that route, like I'm using cooked salmon because it's a byproduct of my guardian farm, and like I prefer to go with food that just is free. And to me, if I'm doing a villager, like if I'm working closely with villagers, then guardians like golden carrots feel like free food. Our villagers are volunteers. They are ethically sourced. We're building on top of their villages. No, these guys, they're chilling and waiting for home renovation so that they can move in and they will have their own new farms, and they will be good and they will be happy. They will have great lives where they live and it will be good. I don't know what this I don't know why people keep claiming that it's stuff like that. That does not look good. I should probably put that back. Not a vibe I like. That shape is not something I like, but at least from the outside, it'll just have to stay like that. And then I like the fact that this goes down one, so we're going to be playing with... Yeah, I know how it works. I'm familiar with those kinds of farms, and we won't be using one. Probably. Like, if we do, it'll be sort of... The villager will be out in a field. Because I wanted to try something different. Because the way I see it, I've done the villager breeding and trading and stuff like that. And yeah, it makes life easy for me. Thank you. And I want to try doing something different. Like, it might be a little bit odd or a little bit weird or something where it might not be super interesting, and if that's the case, we might look at it from a different angle. But I'm also looking at it from the angle of we can always go on adventures and adopt villages from different places, because there are actually several villages around here, and we can have villages from savannas, from deserts, from all sorts of places mingling in this really cool village that we are building. Well, it's a bit bigger than a village, I think. Way bigger. And mixing them together and having a place that is probably going to be, well, by the time we're finished with it, it's going to be spawn-proof from zombies and skeletons. If it isn't, well, we're going to have some problems. But having that happen, I think, is going to be my ideal, because I don't want to rule out trading entirely, but I really don't like trading halls. Because going ahead and just having villages sitting in rows upon rows, it's something I found I didn't like in my survival series. Because it wasn't pretty or anything like that. They just sort of sat there and you were left looking at them and feeling kinda miserable, honestly. Study is important. I encourage this. Bye. And when they just sort of sit there, you're just like, yeah, study be like that. Yeah. But you can either like dress up a trading hall, or you can go ahead and be like, I kinda want it to be open air, or I can have an area kinda like this where the villages are safe, and you can make it pretty much mob proof by having the entire area lit up, having a mob door at the top and the bottom of the stairs, and you can make it safe for them. What do we need? We need probably that. And having them basically free walking. Or you can go a mixture of the routes. Hi 13, how you going? I was busy talking about villages and the plans for this place. And basically I'm looking at having the villages, once this place is all organized, oh, well done. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and have them free walking at least in certain areas, and have mob gates, mob doors where the zombies and skeletons and stuff can't come in. And I think that should be a way that should keep them safe. I think if we put a swap these out for stairs, that'll be good. Yeah. And I think if the villagers are smart, they'll head to bed at night. Like, they usually head to bed at night. So if they do that, then things should be safe. And if everything's all lit up and spawn-proof, it should be fine. At least I think so. I hope so. All we gotta do is make sure that everything is safe and secure. Yeah. Wait, we need more of the sandstone. So that's basically the initial end goal for this village. Apart from actually looking epic. Because we want all of our builds. Oh, we needed dirt. Oh, we could steal it from the mud farm. Like, I think that is something that is totally achievable and we can pull off. We go like that. Yeah, that should be good. By the way, this thing is... Oh, I like the sound of that. Like, that sounds like some sort of tropical holiday place. I like it. The watermelon shores. Let's stick one of those there. And I think we need one about here. I could get behind going to the watermelon shores. Yeah. The only question is, are they secretly the mafia? Because if they are, then we're going all the way in on making it a tropical paradise that's hiding like all the secret bases and underground tunnels and things like that. And I think that'll be really cool. And we can go... Oh, excuse me. I took a drink and it went down in the wrong way. That was not good. That was not good. One should not try and talk and drink. No. Never. I tried. That's what did it. I'm going to take a more sensible sip of water. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes, no coughing happening. This is good. Yeah. I think the hard part is the fact that it's a really bad habit of mine to just keep talking while I'm trying to drink. So I'm just like, oh yeah, and breathe in. And the end result should be expected, but it always catches me off guard. I really shouldn't be surprised. I should also put down a torch before I keep doing this. I did the... Yeah, exactly. I have no torch. Did I leave a torch in here? No. Okay. I had to stick a lantern in here because this was turning into a mob farm. And I kept wondering where the zombies were coming from, and I was like, oh no. Speaking of which, I don't need a torch there. And like the amount of times is it just like, oh yes, I drink, I choke, I was going to end that off with I die, but I'm still here. So obviously I do not, so it is good. Whoop. Well, crap. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, my friends have been sending me too much memes. That's actually a really good idea. I should implement that. Like, that should probably be something to do. That is probably a very wise idea. Because the amount of times it's just like, oh yes, I drink, I cough, and then there is just a coughing fit is kind of embarrassing, especially when it's in the middle of conversation. So I think that is going in my notebook of good ideas. And I think that will be used. Probably a lot. Okay. Congratulations! That's epic! Okay, I think what we'll do... I'm just looking at... Like... Getting full diamond for the first time is... such a memorable experience. It's like... You sort of stand there and you're like... I feel so shiny. And I know for a lot of people who've been playing for a long time that the shininess and the novelty of diamond has kind of worn off. And for them, it's just like, oh yeah, I've spent a day playing Minecraft and I now have diamond armor, but I think there's something really special about the diamond drip. Oh, I'm glad that we're inspirational like that. Actually, I think if we continue the edging and do a full flat roof in sandstone, that should be good. Like, it's really nice to hear that I help make people get excited about the things that I'm excited about. Like, oh, washing dishes. That is... feel that. Washing dishes is a vibe. Actually, if we come in like this, then we can actually bring these up, and I think that'll be good. Where are things? There? Yes. Okay. And then those will be able to come up, and we can actually put like a sunroof or something like that. A sun... I want to call it a sun garden, a roof garden on top of here. And I think that'll be good. Oop. Oh, no wonder it's cold. Doing all the rain. Like, I think if you end up finding someone who can inspire you in something, then I think if that person ends up being a good influence, then that's great. Even if like an influence for positive change in your life, like if you're someone who has trouble, I don't know, keeping regular routine, and you end up finding some, oh wait, I needed torches, who a regular routine, and you end up finding someone who helps you get a regular routine in place or something like that, or keep concentrated. And I'm not necessarily meaning a streamer or anyone like that, but just someone in your life, then I think those people are really super awesome and like really worth treasuring. Okay, that should be enough light. Let's just stick another one there. Okay, because like you get people who you watch or you come across and you're like, you guys are fun to be around, but they don't, for lack of a better word, fill up your life. You don't walk away with the happy fuzzy feelings. And I think those kinds of people that actually, when you walk away with the warm fuzzy feelings, like, I think those people are worth treasuring. Because they're really great to be around. We bring these up like this, and then we can turn them into like little supports. Oop. I think that'll be good. Or little garden things. Yeah. Like, one thing I want to keep as a standard thing is very, very flat roofs. Because of the fact that we're basically in a very, very dry area. And having the very flat roofs and stuff like that is very common in those sorts of areas. Although at the moment, don't look amazing. I'm kind of thinking that we'll come through with some different forms of sandstone and put some detailing in. Like with some smooth sandstone and some chiseled sandstone. Let me up. Please let me up. Okay. Good. torch. There we go. They only sort of count as torches, but it works. Do-do-do-do. Where people be at? Here we go. I think got there, and we are out. I'm thinking I'll turn this entire thing, like probably 90% of it, into a wheat garden. So we just have wheat growing on the roof and looking happy. I think that'll be good. Do-do-do-do. Need like 2 of these. Because we can have a bit of cut sandstone. And then probably a bunch of this. And we can just swap out just random blocks. And I think that'll be good. Oh. And if we grab just 1 sandstone slab and we use that and we waterlog it, I think that'll also work. Oop, oop. Perfect. Okay. Because this should break up the monotony of all the other just sandstone blocks. If we're just placing these randomly. I hope so. Fingers crossed. Although this one's getting placed deliberately because having a creepy face, not creepy, above the door, I'm there for that. Okay, so hopefully we look at that. We like that. We might need some more cut sandstone in there. Like a little bit over there and definitely along this side. And here, and then where did we figure the other bit was? Not there. Over here? I don't remember. Over here. Okay. That should give us the look we want. And we could come in with some detail at the bottom, and that would also help. But I think once we start getting other buildings in place, that's when we'll come in with some more rounds of detailing. Because having hyper detailed buildings, like a whole bunch of them next to each other, I'm not so sure that they'll work amazingly instead of clashing. Because having the same level of detail in the area is also very important, because otherwise it'll, like, having one super detailed building in amongst the same sizes of less detailed buildings is not so great, unless you're wanting your eye to really focus in on it. art piece, when you've got something that you want to be the center of attention, you put a lot of detail into it or you make it brighter. But if you want the attention drawn over a larger area, then you keep... Well, it gets a little bit complicated, but the general idea is to have a lot more of similar tones and stuff like that, and let like things like pointing and stuff like that guide your eye over the piece. But okay, we should be good for adding water now. Now comes the bit where we try and find the bucket, because I know I put it away in the secret away place. But it's something interesting with art, because generally the idea is to have the eye go all over the piece rather than have your eye drawn just to one point only. But yeah, you can use different tricks to like encourage viewership on different areas. Like if an area is bland compared to the rest of it, you're less likely to look at it. That being said, if it's a very loud block of color, people are more likely to look. Okay. We forgot seeds. Hey, we have a water pool. Hello. Seeds. Actually, it'd probably be a good idea if we... Yeah, that is a good point. Like, if you don't know where to start, then it can be really tough. Because... Okay, which way around do we do this? This way. And I think if it comes to like doing work at like a specific task, I'd probably say break it down into the smallest able chunk and then work from there. If it's like an art piece or something like that, then I'd probably look at it head on and see what I can see there, and then see how I like it, see what I can get from it, and then work from there. Because sometimes, like, one of the things when I was actually doing my art education was they would tell you, okay, derive meaning from these pieces, etc, etc, etc. And at the time I thought it was a total load of annoying things that one should not bother doing, but I can sort of understand why, like, not from an art sense. To this day, I don't understand why they're always like, yes, derive meaning from these art pieces. Tell me what the artist was thinking, etc, etc. Like, no. But the ability to step back and be like, oh, maybe instead of the artist wanting this with their work. They wanted this, and we cannot put a door in there. Was something that it taught us, or at least taught me. Let's take that end rod there and put it there, and one there, and maybe we put some scaffolding up here. Who was the smart person that put dirt up here? I need to talk to them. I need to tell them that it wasn't a smart place to put dirt. Okay. Hopefully that is all of them planted. We are good. Now we can put some lights on. Have a bit of a party. Actually, can we put lights on all of these? And see what it looks like. Yes. Unfortunately, the only old account I have is also not spelt right. So I don't, because by the time I actually wanted an alt account, like, spelling mistake was taken. So I'm SO out on that. SOL on that one. Okay, so we need a door. We need a ladder. We need a lack of zombies. Oh, I see a big flaw in our plan. Okay. Whoop. Okay, we good. Because of how these cliffs are made, when we decide to spawn-proof this area, all of this is going to need to be spawn-proofed because of our cliff. Otherwise, we're going to have zombies spawning up here and then coming downstairs and being like, "Hi, buddy! We're going to infect you, and it's going to be a great time. You're going to really want to be a zombie. It's going to be good." And that's not going to be good. That's not a vibe I vibe with. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to watch out for that. Also, can we get sandstone buttons? I'm actually sad about that one. Okay. Birch. We can get birch buttons, right? Yes, we can get birch buttons. Yes. I figure we can use birch buttons, place them around, and I think they, like, on a lot of... Oh, yeah, and we could do that with frog lights, because we have all the frog lights. Right? The frog light farm is really surprisingly efficient. I did not expect how efficient that frog light farm was going to be, so we have frog lights and we have sea lanterns. All of them. So that is, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, we can also start making the lanterns today. I think that would be good too. Like the lanterns on sticks and things. We go like this. gives an extra little detail that we don't that doesn't really super push into like more space. Like it gives the idea that there's more depth to it, but it doesn't actually. Yes. Oh, actually. Why don't we do that next time? And I'm going to use that as the title. That is an amazing title. I love it. I put the sandstone away. Wait, buttons. Buttons can go in the redstone. Or do we have? Oh, we have a piece of sandstone. The sandstone loves us. Yeah, I saw. Oh, which world was that? Ages and ages ago, I saw one of Whip's early, like when he was just starting a survival world. I saw him do that with one of his builds, and I was like, aha, I need to remember this. That is cool. And it's been something that's just stuck in my brain ever since. It's like, it just adds that extra posh bit. And although it is... Welcome! And I think that's the most common way I've seen them used too, is just as rocks. So what we're doing, Creed, is we are just... Well, today we are purely building, actually. We're not breaking out redstone or anything. Well, hopefully we're not breaking out redstone. I think my brain and your guys' brains have deserved a break from the redstone. So hopefully we are just chilling and we're having some fun. Not that we didn't have fun last time, but is that a thunderstorm? That feels like it's a thunderstorm. Wait, that's a thunderstorm? We should go and check out the mob farm and hopefully see lightning strike it. I am there if lightning's striking the thunderstorm. We must see this. Today is going really good. What kind of... That is the worst mangrove tree I have ever seen. It's like a mangrove tree. Okay. Yes, okay, lightning, we want the lightning strike to hit this, please. Like there's lightning rods embedded in this, so I'm really hoping. Can we land on this? How far away is safe? On, please, 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 please. Lightning, 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 lightning. Yeah. Like, I think if I could, I'd figure out how Document 77 on in Hermitcraft Season 8 figured out how to do all of the lightning strikes and stick that on something, because that was a vibe. I've been hit by lightning twice in Minecraft. Once because I accidentally stood underneath a lightning rod in a thunderstorm, and the other one because I was just running around in the lightning storm. But oh, I'm so glad that these work. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. Oh, that is so cool to see. But yeah, my day's going really well. The ducks have been up to mischief. And I almost got lost this morning. Like, the start of stream was almost going to be us trying to figure out how to get back from the mangrove swamp. Because I thought it was a great idea to go to the source to try and find mangroves. It didn't go so well because I ended up at like 2000 trying to figure out where I was, and I spent quite a lot of time trying to figure out where I was, what I was doing, and I got my wings down to like half durability trying to get back. Yeah. It was quite awkward. I was like, it's 11:30. I need to get back because I got back at I think about 11:30, which is half an hour before stream starts. I was just like, oh no. Well, if you're on single player, then it's pretty hard for other people to join, at least permanently. We need a little bit over there. That? Oops. But I think when it comes down to it, yeah, I feel that. Like, when it comes down to it, I think single player and multiplayer are two completely different experiences. Like, I don't think one is more valuable than the other, but I think we'll leave this bit open so we can get up and down easy. I think for people who say one is better than the other, I think it's more a preference. Like, coming to single player, or going to multiplayer, I should say, after being in single player for a long time, it's definitely a completely different feel of the way of dealing with people and stuff like that. Like, especially when it's any sort of world that has like multiple worlds, or a vanilla plus experience. What do we need for this? Yeah, exactly. Like, the amount of times I've ended up on a server and I'm just like, you know what? It's kind of hard dealing with you guys. I'm gonna go that way, and you probably won't see me again. Bye. And I'm just living in a hole in the ground. Right, we need a roof. I keep getting distracted. I'm like, yeah, we need a roof, and then the roof doesn't happen. Okay, I'm kind of thinking that we take inspiration from this one but we don't make the roof the same. Yeah, just like going way off the beaten track, whether it's to find beautiful terrain or somewhere where other people haven't been, I think is probably my preferred way of doing things. But on the other hand, when it comes down to it, it sort of ends up, I feel like that's the complete opposite of what a server is for, because aren't servers for meeting people and saying hello and all that? Unless you're wanting to PvP. then I suppose that's what a faction server or anarchy is all about. Although one server that actually made me curious at one point was the Stoneworks server. And the fact that they were going off and simulating civilization. Like, I saw their channel and saw their record keeping, and I was like, wait, what? And it was so interesting. Okay. Like, that was one that really piqued my interest. I didn't end up actually joining, but yeah, it is. Like, I think there's a, like, I'd almost want to guess a couple of thousand people that have dealt with that server. But the world builder in me is just like, oh, you have lore, you have people that are involved with doing that sort of thing, and I'm just like, but on the other hand, I don't think I'd actually enjoy being on the server and dealing with that amount of people on my downtime. And I don't know. Then I think if we go like this and just fill the rest of this in as just straight being flat, that'll be good. Oh yeah, like the fact that the server has what basically amounts to political intrigue on one hand is really cool. On the other hand, I would much prefer someone stab me in the front rather than go full political intrigue on me. Okay. Because this is a front-facing roof and will probably be used as the roof, it would probably be better if we ripped this out and replaced it with smooth sandstone, because of the fact that I would prefer that texture. Although it is actually, new plan. We're going to do the inside before we do the outside. And we're going to do it the same as the one that is in the other place. So, yes, smooth sandstone is a block. You get it by smelting sandstone. Like, I'm pretty sure at some point you were able to craft it rather than smelt it, because like it's stuck in my brain as something you craft, but I always get it mixed up, so I may be wrong. And basically this whole doorway situation is going to change because this is not happening. That over there is smooth sandstone. I don't think it's regularly used. And it's like, you don't get Smooth sandstone doesn't naturally generate either. Not as far, at least as far as I know. It might exist in desert temples. Oh, birch. I think I'd go stripped birch, but I don't want to use planks on top of planks, because going with basically this for the walls and then going with this for the roof, like that's the same texture repeated over and just in different colors, and I'm not really there for that. It's too samey for me. Yeah, it's bland. Yeah, that is exactly it. We need... Oh, that's right. We need the smooth sandstone. So this one is smooth sandstone here. So it has very little texture, and it's the same on all sides. Yeah, we should be good. Yeah, I think it's a really underrated block. And it also works well with endstone and stuff like that, which is really good considering endstone has like no block variations. Which, like, if they want to add more blocks, can we get more purple and end blocks? That would be very nice. I would love to have more end blocks. Much appreciated. If any Mojang people are watching, please, pretty please. I doubt Mojang people are watching this. But that is, like, would be the best thing ever. Speaking of which, before we actually close this up, we are doing the sensible thing and putting in an end rod. So that we have sensible lighting. Yeah, like, although speaking of destroying deserts, it's actually gotten to the point with the amount of sand that we're collecting, and the fact that it's so close by, we're probably actually going to need to find a different desert because of the fact that it's literally 2 trident throws away that we've got this huge sand pit that we've been collecting the sand from, and we're leaving a big hole there that is not pretty. It does not go with the vibes that we've been creating, and so eventually we're going to have to fix this problem. And I'm just like, oh, this is a problem for later spelling. And eventually later spelling will become now spelling, and later spelling will not appreciate this at all. So I'm thinking we might take advantage of the fact... Huh? Okay, go off. I'm thinking that we might eventually take advantage of the fact that we've got access to the nether roof and plop out some maps, well, not maps, roads on the nether roof, and just go. That's true. That is possibly a good idea. Except I did it in possibly a bad spot, because I did it right next to the iron farm, because I was like, oh yeah, this sort of is like AFKing, except it is active AFKing. And this is way more fun than being AFK. All I have to do is stay nearby the iron farm. Okay. And I'm thinking we might come in with those stripped birch logs and send those going up and down. That should be good. But having them like that is... Having the area like that is just... yeah. Well, this is what it looks like. If we go this way, it's kind of a mess. And like every time I go there, I'm just like, oh, look away, look away. That being said, I really want to collect a whole bunch of red sand, and it's just like sitting there in front of me, just asking to be collected. Oh well. Yeah, this is the spot. Like, it is literally only a couple of trident throws away, and this is not all of it either. Like, I've done a couple of bits that are a lot further away as well, but yeah. If I touch this, the place is going to sink, and then we're going to have even more troubles. I'm just not sure what to do. I'm thinking I might end up just sinking the place and making a whole new bay. I think that'll be easier than doing anything else. But this is just embarrassing. Oops. The rabbit started it. But yeah. So I'm kind of thinking that, I don't know. I just sweep it under the rug. We pretend it doesn't exist until much later, and we will be good. It'll be fine. It'll be dandy. It'll be great. Hopefully. Ooh, maybe. Who knows? I'm just kind of glad that we've got the beacon so that we can actually get a whole bunch of terracotta whenever we feel like it now. Which is also good for terraforming. Cover it up with dirt and sand? Maybe, eventually. But the thing is, to get the dirt, we're going to have to get it from another source. So that'll be another quest. Okay. Oh, more surveyed sandstone! We appreciate this. This is good. And then some birch. Acacia. And I'm pretty sure we have the orange terracotta already, so that should be good. But the thing is, I've ended up using most of the dirt in the fact that when I'm terraforming, I'm also doing these large, I like calling them pancakes because they're big, long and flat and weirdly shaped, and they end up, and the pancakes end up using up a lot of dirt and using up a lot of random blocks. So you're supposed to go the other way, like this. Here we go. Okay. Okay. This is war. Yes, that is a good idea. We gotta turn it into a stair. not going to turn it into a stair. Out the other way? Right the other way? This is probably the only bane of my existence when it comes to... no. Don't think so. I don't... When it comes to dealing with these, I think most of the time it's great. And I really like using hearth slabs and stuff. But when they do this, this is just the pits. Because there's no two ways around it. It's just... like, you end up just so... if you're not careful, you end up just so frustrated over this one little detail, and there's barely any getting around it. And you can hide it usually with fancy footwork and stuff like that. But sometimes you can't. You just visited New Zealand? Oh, neat! Where did you go? Or did you do a full country tour? I think... oh, on Google Earth. Oh, that's kind of a whirlwind tour right there. You didn't even get to see the highlights. Like, if you want to see some of the really cool bits on Google Earth, I'd recommend looking up probably the national park. Some of our mountains like Mount Cook, Fox Glacier, Hobbiton, or maybe oh, I said Whakarea, whatever, because we've got some really cool geothermal activity, kind of like Yellowstone Park, except in New Zealand you actually get to be really, really close to it. I've heard that in America, like, there's a lot more fences involved between you and the geothermal activity. A lot of New Zealand is... a lot of New Zealand is a native bush and stuff like that. Like, we tend towards doing our hiking in reserves and stuff like that. Okay, so that gives it a little bit more definition. Let's sort out the stores. So that's going to be needing to be raised 3 blocks, I think. Because basically this will be raised up at this height. But yes. Well, there's also like 90 Mile Beach, which is not measured in miles, and it is also not, it is neither 90 miles nor kilometers, funnily enough. And no one knows why it is called 90 Mile Beach up in Northland, and it's just a fun fact. I think it's got something to do with horses or something. Like, the reason why it's called 90 Mile Beach. Oh, what's my favorite? Okay, so that one's actually a hard question because my answer to that has changed over time. Like, I used to really want to visit Japan. And at the moment, I kind of want to do like an adventure through Europe. Like, I think that would be cool. Like, if I started in Britain and ended in Germany type thing. But yeah, that's reasonable. Like, travel isn't for everyone. But like, Tokyo is definitely one of those places that from the outside is really, really well marketed. Like, anime has done an amazing job of marketing Japan as a whole. I was gonna say Tokyo, but when you stop and think about it, it's really, really good, been really, really good at marketing the entirety of Japan. I think we build this up as just this layer, and we don't bring it up to the second layer. Oh yes, slabs. Okay. There we go. Like, I think, there we go. The two buildings feel same but different, and I think we'll add some more of the buttons too. Like, I think I'm not sure you'd be able to find any samurai guys. Like, not actual Bushido samurai. Not these days. Yeah, like, but also from what I understand, Japanese people generally, well, as long as you're trying very hard to be polite. Oh, I like the look of the end rods, but I don't think that they're the right vibe for here. Then I think, like, as long as you try to be polite, then the idea is appreciated, probably. Like, I know in New Zealand, like, if the general rule is don't I don't actually know how to the general rule of thumb is don't be a dick. I don't know how to rephrase that any better. I was busy sitting there and I was like, there? Like, you just don't like. It's like, sure, mate. You just chill, and you're like, well, unless drinking's involved, and then it's out the window. But that's a whole nother thing. That's just a pain. But like, I think generally the way I see it is, if you can manage to be eyes open, mouth shut. Oh, I try very hard not to swear. But the thing is, swearing's, at least low-level swearing, is very, very much ingrained here. That's all it is so, because the way I see it is, I'm playing a children's game, which means that it's pretty much guaranteed that children will well, yes, exactly, that children will come to this stream at some point. And well, I appreciate the fact that while streaming is inherently a place that I don't think is made for specifically children, I think this is an area where children can learn to be adults, like in a safe and secure way, if that makes sense. Like somewhere where children can be safe and learn from good role models. And I know in a lot of places that swearing is not really great. Yes, exactly. Well, teens are much more mature. They have a whole 1 in front of their numbers. They come with 1s. I mean, you're allowed to have a curfew when you're a teenager. Not just a bedtime. It's so very important. Don't worry, I'm not razzing you, I'm razzing me. Like, the amount of times it's like, oh yes, I have a curfew because I'm a teenager. Nah, 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 nah. That, like, it just, it's a whole thing. And I think, I know it's big, because looking back on it, it's like, yeah, the jump in year between, like, the year between being, even between being I mean, being annoying versus being immature are 2 different things, I think. And there's also the different... Did we pick up that lever? We have lost the lever. In here? Bother. Oh no! Wait. What? How the hell did I manage that? Okay, what the hell? Okay. I think the being immature for the sake of being immature, and being immature because you don't know better are two completely different things. Wait, it's hell, I swear. Oh. Okay. I learned something new. Well, I suppose technically it would be. Yeah, I suppose. Yes, yeah, now that I think about it more, yes, I suppose you're right. Oh, oh. Now we should be. Can we? Yes, ha 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 ha. Perfect. Now we should. Mud? Any more mud? Nope. Okay. Well, I can pretty much guarantee you that damn is not being removed from my vocabulary. I'm pretty sure that that one is pretty much impossible for me to remove. Like, if I tried to remove that, I would my tongue would probably shrivel up and keel over trying to find synonyms. I'd just be like, and you'd just hear dying, spilling noises as my brain overheated. Okay, a bit more smooth sandstone, and then some buttons, and we should be good. Like, also, it's interesting because one of the words here that I see on the internet that is weirdly gendered in my eyes is mate. Not mate, bro. Like, the only time bro and dude, like, those are the only, those words over here, the only time you start pulling out dudette is for like the most femme of femme people, and it's just like, wait, why are people getting weird about that? Like, isn't everyone bro? So like, yeah, ayo bro, what up? Exactly. So like, when I started using the internet more, it was like so weird to see people being like, hey, I'm a girl, why are you calling me bro? I'm like, is this a cultural thing? Is this an internet thing? Is this a cultural thing? Oh, but the thing is, we have nanas saying it over here. You get nanas saying bro over here. And that's where the weirdness is for me. Like, it seems like the bro on the internet. These buttons are not sitting nice. Here we go, that's better. Like, very much emasculate, like I suppose. Maybe. Whereas over here, bro is usually paired with Trebro. That's usually the full sentence. It's Trebro. Or just Tre. Okay, lighting time. I'm kind of thinking that we'll bring in a mixture of glow lichen and frog light. I never thought about it like the origins of slang and where they're coming from. So, yeah. Oh. Because, yeah, that would probably have a... G'day, mate. How'd the trolley ate ya? I can see it. I really need to know what a trolley is. That's... How'd the trolley treat ya? G'day, mate. How'd the trolley treat ya? Well, that sounds like someone trying to be Australian, honestly. Oh! Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, we definitely do not have that sort of slang over here. Or at least not in this part of New Zealand, because slang is definitely something that does change from region to region. So you do end up with like North Island, South Island type differences in slang. Okay, so we should be able to remove that. I'll remove that. This is still dark, but if we come in with some glow lichen and just dot it around the ground, that should cover everything. Although that is technically bright enough. Oh, we could have some glowberries. Actually, let's grab the glowberries. And it's quite interesting with the addition of the internet and how that's also affected slang, because it's made slang both less regional and more focused in on the group that use it too. So Minecrafters with... Actually, I can't think of anything right now for Minecrafters. But just having different groups with different types of slang that aren't related by area. We will let that grow for a little bit. Yeah. Very true. And actually, interestingly enough, around here, you have, it's very much area thing as to whether people say petrol or gas station, and some people use it interchangeably. And if you're like over 40, people say the garage. Which is also like, I think that's British. Yeah, the garage. Off to the garage. And we should be able to stick some doors on those and they should be good. Oh no. It's 3 AM. Yeah, that is pain. Like, my old cat used to fight a lot. I'm really grateful that Jones does not fight so much, because thankfully Jones is much more of a I like to chill with other cats kind of cat, but my old cat Mac used to really show the other cats who was boss, and the other cats did not like it. So I feel you there, Creed. It can be pain and suffering and regret. Hey. Boop. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Oh no. I think it depends on the pet, and also the level of care for the pet. Like, I know for a fact that with goldfish and various other kinds of fish, they've been inbred to the point where they've actually got low lifespans. And they are very prone to problems. As for cats and dogs, like, the breed definitely dictates their lifespan. Turtle will outlive you if you look after it. So will a lot of the larger parrots if you buy them young. But that being said, parrots are no joke when it comes to care and stuff like that, because otherwise they can be a right royal. Okay, I'm thinking that we do the cactus farm next. And with the cactus farm, this is going to be a big watchtower type thing. So it should look hopefully good. Although, what we will do is we're going to take a few stacks of this, because eventually we're going to need to use that. Very much. Like, I hope so. Oh, speaking of which, we can do this now! Oh, this feels good! Oh, that is a vibe that I'm very happy about. Like, seeing the back of this is nice. Goodbye! I did not have room in my inventory to pick up all of those things. Okay. But anywho, what we need to do is realize that we do not have room in our inventory for even that. It's okay. So I'm thinking that we're going to pick this all up again, because we're going to be taking these furnaces with us. And we're going to be having them smelt the things right at the work site. It feels so good. Happiness. And I'm thinking we'll do green stained clay on the green terracotta on the inside. Hey, to Insanity, how you going? And do we have enough? We don't have enough birch. That's good to hear. Grab a bunch of this, because that's the stuff we'll be dying. And then I'm thinking, like initially I was hoping, wait, do we have an, oh, we might use this? Yeah, it does look good. I've used it in a build palette before, but we don't have much, which is the only problem, and we don't have much of the mangrove either. But we can at least mark out the outside, like the inner frames and stuff. Or we could also do it in a mixture of endstone and sandstone. For the tower, I think that would look good, because that is basically this and this. We grab some of so that would be the look. I think that would look pretty good for the outside, and then we can decorate it with color. If we just fill a shulker with this, I'm so glad that we like ended up going on a mining spree of this just on a whim, but I'm really glad I did. Like sometimes just going on a mining spree is definitely I don't think when it comes to building that lined it with orange terracotta. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we are building a city. So if you remember the redstone that we were doing last time, that's what we're basically covering that up. So when it comes to doing basically doing Minecraft, the way I see it is everyone has the things that they focus on, right? And so I focused on building for 10 years. Also, to Insanity, we've done a couple of builds today. We've done some houses and things like that, and now we're working on building a tower around our cactus farm that we did last time. And this will basically become a watchtower. Speaking of which, we just get our furnaces sorted out. This will make sure that everything just ticks along. I'm thinking I'd like to use some of the green terracotta involved. This is a single player world. It's single player hardcore. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And the way I see it, I don't think building in single player is any different to building in multiplayer. I just think that it's a different experience. Because basically, I think we should go 2 more blocks high for the room, and then we'll add a wall, level. And I do have friends in Minecraft, but most of them also enjoy playing single player, and we just sort of share builds and stuff like that. And they're like, oh yeah, this is a cool idea, or have you tried this? And those that I don't share builds with, they're more PvP focused. And so getting them to build wouldn't be super fun. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like when it comes to SMPs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and multiplayer, it's definitely 1, 2, 3, 4 style where I think it's more about choosing who you work with, who you enjoy working with and stuff like that. It's more of a personal decision too. It's like a lot of my friends, they aren't interested in content creation, and I wouldn't like encourage them into this. They're not interested, because that's just, this is a lot of work behind the scenes. Like there's a lot put into this, and I don't think I would ever want to like really force anyone to do that sort of thing. That being said, I also think that I have made these walls uneven. Have I made these walls uneven? I can't tell. Never mind. If we just fill these in, then we should be good. There is not, unfortunately, like the entirety of the endstone line is quite literally this. This and this. Like it really sucks that this is all the endstone we have. These are all the variations, and oh my goodness, I think it sucks. I think it really sucks, because we deserve more endstone variations. Like having the opportunity to have more different endstone. I want my endstone variations, please. Give me my endstone variations. I deserve them. Speaking of which, I have done this wrong, because what we will do is we will basically go and bring this in like this. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And then put the sandstone in between. I think that'll be good. So it looks kind of like a brick. I don't know whether I'm proud or slightly terrified, Jensen. Okay, that's fair. Welcome back. So therefore, we should be able to come in with this like so, and get this. Hopefully. So we finished the other builds, and we are working on this now. Yes, we are making the tower. 1 block, 2 block. I think we need to also get some more furnaces involved because otherwise we are going to end up as slow as a wet week on getting materials. We are 1 short. Okay, there we go. Now that's even. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh dear. Bye. So I think what we'll need to do is I have messed this up. I have definitely messed this up. Okay. Okay. We have made ease. Okay, if we go like that, that's better. Okay. So if we go like that, that should probably fix the problem. Well, the wrath of Mom is, like, the wrath of any mum is not something to be trifled with. So, one hopes, one way or another. Also, oh, speaking of which, I think I have fixed this. R-U-L-E. Nightbot, do your thing. Yeah! Ah! There we go. That took me ages to figure out and do. That took me way longer than I expected. Like, so I'm hopefully Nightbot isn't on the dark side. Like, so, like, I think those are fairly clear and concise rules that cover things and don't really leave much to be, like, I think they cover basically the idea of what I really hope this what I aim for this streaming environment to be. So let's block. Yes, okay, we want this. So I'm really hoping that works out. And it also hopefully gives, like, doesn't feel like it gives wriggle room to still be yourselves. And not feel like, it doesn't feel like it's jumping down your throats or anything. The rules? Like, because awesome, yay. because basically doing those up, I had to fit in a single message, and like having it all put together and stuff, it was kind of tricky to hit that you're welcome here, but also have it all be clear and concise. And I'm not good at concise in a small amount of time. So there was much redoing and stuff. And also looking out. Oh, yes, they are still building the entire world. I've seen progress shots and things like that of that. I think it's Project Build the Earth or something like that. And it looks really impressive. So they've actually, like, some of the things are done with mods like Baritone, where they use bots for some of the builds, and some of the builds are done by hand, like for really architectural type builds. And I think that's really clever because, okay, that's 2 out, 2 out. Because that allows... Okay, so this is going to be a funny wall because we're going to have basically an entranceway which is going to hide this. But we will do the other side. Because basically what it means is using Baritone or something similar. And also Baritone is a mod where you go ahead and you basically pre-program a Minecraft account that is automatically playing the game to do things automatically. Like, you might tell it to yeah, like, I don't think I could stay on a project that builds the real world for a long time because it wouldn't give me that much creativity, like a lease of creativity. But I think for me, having a option of, like, but I understand the ability to go and settle into a project that is really, really good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, for me, when I started streaming, or well, started my YouTube channel in general, I deliberately picked Minecraft because I looked around for a game that I knew I would be willing to play for the next up to 10 years. Because I had already played it for so long. And I think if I'd been playing Minecraft for the same way for so long, I would probably agree with you because, oh my goodness, the idea of just sitting and building the same thing over and over again would drive me nuts. Actually, it would probably look better if we brought that in. Like, if we bring this in like this. What do you guys think? I don't like the look of having that chunky bit up the top. I'm kind of thinking if we have either it cut in like that or we bring the chunky bit down to the bottom. Let's bring the chunky bit down to the bottom on this one and see what it looks like. Like, I'm okay if a project takes a long time, but on the other hand, if I don't have another project after that, or there isn't a follow through, then it's like, why bother? Oop. It's just frustrating. Okay. There we go. I think I now. Nope. Yeah. Yep. I think this side is better. I think having the non-chunk is definitely better. I regret. Goodbye, regret. You are not welcome here. We live regret-free in this place. We have one life, which means only no regrets allowed. Perfect. Okay. Means that this disappears. Fail. Much fail. Oh, that appeals so much more. And like, actually that's the thing I've noticed in recent years is the fact that with Minecraft, which one was that? There we go. The creative landscape, they've actually gone for, it's the wrong one. There we go. Like, you normally see a lot more polished builds, and it's like, like you don't actually see the creative process go into it, and it's something I miss. Like, although on the subject of projects ending and stuff, I think that's one of the bonuses of hardcore, is that one day this will end. I don't want it to end, but it will end because it's hardcore and there's only one life. And it will have been a great and fun ride, and the fact that you guys have come along with it, along for the ride, has made it even better. But that finite spark in what is essentially an infinite world is really, really cool. It makes it all the more beautiful. And especially now that, like, nowadays, I'm not falling on my face every, like, 5 seconds. Because if this had been 2 years ago, I would have still been doing that. Okay, so now we have a really cool alleyway that we can decorate later. Need more of that. Hello. Hello. Grab that. I'm thinking maybe later on we replace these corner blocks with these. That's for a little texture going up. I think that'll be good. Just all the way up. Actually, we can probably do that now before we forget. Yeah. Perfect. Because basically the general idea of this is that it's going to be towering over the surrounding area. So it's going to be something that is visually standing out versus everything else. I didn't want to use this, but you have given me no choice. Scaffolding, go! Ah, yes! You fall, good. And like, I think in that oh my goodness, right now that looks imposing. Kind of like, it kind of reminds me of a prison at the moment. Like some sort of suspicious place that we've put something. And like, hopefully we should be able to line this entire inside area. Speaking of which, what do you have? Anything interesting? We could get some micro blocks. No, we can't get any micro blocks. We do not have any emeralds. We still need to, like, all of that's on Tro. Yeah, like, that probably comes from the fact that I am streaming at what is probably nighttime to most of the world, whereas over here it is the middle of the day. So it is like at some points it is the downside of being at the end of the world. Like everyone else is sleeping when I'm awake. Oh, that's good. Cause like, is this even? Yes, this is even. Doesn't seem right. How have we managed to mess this up? I do not understand what we have done. How are these backwards? Oh, I got what we did wrong. We kind of did a thing where instead of adding one at the bottom, yeah, like, I kind of feel that, like, life is weird. You kind of go ahead and you try and get some time to yourself, and the only time available is just really random times of the day, and you're just like, by the end of it, it ends up such a frustration. But it is a necessary thing to have, is belong to yourself. Okay, there we go. Now it's matching everything. But I think the other part about it is the fact that, you know, when life is actually pushing that much out of someone or demanding that much out of someone, it can get really, really hard, because eventually, I don't know, it always feels like to me that something's got to give, or maybe that's just me. That like just chilling is an option. Like being the just chill out person, it makes me happy. Okay. There we go. We have sand. That is I 100% agree with that. Killing, it does make it much more valuable. Like, it gives you time to decompress and stuff, and it's just like, I appreciate this deeply. And it's really nice. And I kind of wish that when I was younger and I was looking for more chill out time, that this sort of thing was available, but it was not. So, but that's okay. Now I can be other people's chill out time, and this is good. And now we are thinking ahead, and we can make sure we don't put the block down, and this should be good. Wait, we can be smart. We can go like this. Aha! Now we can be double smart. Also, one thing I like about Minecraft, like when it comes down to it, you don't have to stop at one way of playing. Like, if you're bored of building, then you can learn to PvP, or if you're bored of PvP, you can learn to build, or redstone, or anything like that. Or you can learn parkour, or speedrun, or anything like that, and it's just something that gets added to your arsenal. Okay, so we are here. What? Okay. Yeah. Oh. How did I manage that? Okay, we've got to stop that up. We've got to put a block there or do something, because I'm not sure if I could have gotten out of there. Not easily. It is very much like a whole, like, I know it's probably not healthy to treat it like a whole nother world, but sometimes it definitely feels like a whole nother world. And like, I like to build worlds. I DM on a regular basis for Dungeons and Dragons and various other tabletop RPGs, and it's a lot of fun to world build lore and stuff like that. And doing that for any world that I make is so much fun, I think. And for me, it's one of the things that makes playing in Minecraft a lot of fun, because you end up with worlds that just feel like they come alive. Okay, so now we got that. I think what we'll do is we will destroy these pointy out bits, at least the first two, and we will make that into the entry way. And then from here, that gives us in and out, even though really, oh no, wait, that's the floor height, so no, we do actually need to go up one more. It really does. I feel you there. Like, I never really stopped playing Minecraft. I've been one of those people that have just kept going. And I've just sort of like hearing the different hypes that have happened and come and gone and stuff like that. Wait, did we need that? We need more of this. It's been really interesting hearing, you know, the worries of, oh yeah, Minecraft is going to die, or stuff like that. And like this to me feels like playing with Lego. It just has a new age to it, and I think unless Mojang goes and right royally destroys something, I think this game will be here forever. Although it might end up becoming something where it's niche and 10 out of 10 recommend. Have fun. And it might go ahead and become something that you share with different people, but do we have torches? I think blocking up those would be a really, like, at least lighting these, because otherwise we might get mobs in there. And that's not entirely ideal. And just having that sort of thing, I think is good. That being said, if they go down the route of assuming that the game is too big to fail, that is also not good, and that would be the guaranteed way of having the game fail, because it's not something that is ever really going to super work out, I think. Okay, torches, check. Buttons, still don't know why they're in our inventory. We will have to put them back at some point. Boop. Did I just not see the glass? Did we miss the glass? I think we missed the glass. Okay, so here We're definitely going to need to put a pillar there. And one of the things that we can do is we can expose the sandstone by cutting into the green wall. If we want. And I think that'll look really cool. You are not needed there. Wait, no, you are needed there. We do not want mobs spawning in our walls. We do not appreciate mobs spawning in our walls. I also don't like llamas. We need a no llamas policy. That's what we need. Come here. Ah, there we go. There were never any llamas here. Problem solved. I think that solves it. So this will give us at least the starting idea of what this will look like. Because we're working with an area that's big enough to actually deal with pattern fairly well. At least on a large scale. If we look... Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh! Actually, there is one other thing I am interested in trying. I cannot try it here. Like, it's a trick I've been wanting to try with stained glass. Not stained glass. Tinted glass. But, I do not think this place has the materials. Oh, sadness. I think the time that we should do it is probably when we're building the hall. Speaking of which, I think the hall should be our next project, because I think if we launch fireworks from there, that'll be good for the 1,000 days. And if we do that, then, like, yeah, that gets us 200 days to make sure that it's, like, super cool and stuff. And we'd be able to wire in redstone into it and everything, and make it all posh and stuff. I think that would be good. Are you kidding me? We just need, like, what? Maybe 2 more stacks? That's it. Oh man. Okay. There, we have the green. We have all the green. I wonder, how many people do you think using green dye as counterfeit emeralds with that trick? Or do you think they would catch it right away? Somehow I have a sneaking feeling that it would catch them right away, but on the other hand, I'd love to try just throwing green dye at players and calling them emeralds. Like, this feels like some sort of silly joke, but I kinda want to do it at some point. Maybe it's an April Fool's thing. Although everyone expects a joke on April Fool's, so maybe not. Okay. Hopefully we got the rest of the stuff. Yes. Huzzah! Okay. We have a fully green room. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we'll probably come in with some... What's the suggestion? Sleepy had a really good suggestion of... It was... acacia and orange terracotta, I think? So if we just stick this in here for now and we grab some of that... Don't need to worry about that, or that. We're fine. Eh. End rods are after us. Aha. Here we go. Then I'm thinking what we'll do is we will put these just down the corners. And we'll need to embed these in the walls, otherwise we'd have to bring them like all the way down, and that would not look good. If we go about here, maybe? Then here? Because we can have these ones being embedded in the walls, and then the next, the sideways ones being out a little bit further, and I think that'll be good. We need to go like this. Yes. Perfect. Oh, that's a vibe. That is a vibe, and I am here for it. Okay. So first step. Kind of reminds me of wallpaper. So that is one block out. So there. And then we continue. And hopefully we have the look. And I'm thinking the other way we do it is we also have one about here. So therefore we have a long center beam that will also be hooked in over at this point, but we don't need to worry about that right now. But the rest of it is also looked after. Oops. Because these beams will be what's holding up the next level. Because I'd like this to be vaguely like a watchtower and have a couple of levels to it and be the tallest thing on this level of thing? Platform? Existence? Speaking of which, we have places with doors now. We can put our bed inside a place with a... Oh. I didn't put a door on there. It doesn't... I mean, we have doors on other places. It's fine. I thought I was being so organized. We had doors on some places. It does... We... No. Oh well. This one? Yes, this one. Alright. Okay. Okay, so hopefully now if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 8 blocks across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Oh, I'm supposed to do 7 blocks across. Ah, I see where this is wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that is the block that we want to remove. We put that there. There we go. Okay. Now we take that up. Perfect. There we go. The math works when you do the math right. Isn't it great? Now we go across here. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, well, at least it's on par. Perfect. And then we just need that one, which I think is a different one because the numbers are different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Okay, 11. So we're looking for 6, right? Because it's 12 minus 1. So therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically it should be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, perfect. We can math. Oh boy. Okay, so now we got those. We should be able to come across and do stuff like this. Yeah. And these should be good. Actually, this is really starting to make me think of wrapping paper. Like this is much wrapping paper. Like this is making me think of an inside out present. I'm thinking what we'll do is at these junctions we'll put down some trapdoors or something to attach things, like for instance buttons, like that, so that it looks kind of like nails. That is very, very green. It looks like Christmas. Okay. Well, we can use those, and then we'll probably need a few stacks. And I think we'll probably only do a couple of layers on this because of where it's situated. Like, it isn't an optimal place for a tower. So I don't think a tower like this would have been built for actual lookout duty. So it's probably more like a storage silo. So, I mean, technically we don't really need to design the inside, but it's a lot more fun designing insides than just having a complete blankness of a wall. Like, on one hand you can have a completely blank wall and inside, But I think having at least something makes it a lot more fun to look at and stuff like that, and to explore. Because then it feels more alive. There we go. Now we should be able to come across this way. And everything should be good. I have messed up somewhere. This is not supposed to be here. That's where I messed up. Okay. Pop that back there. And plop this across here. Perfect. Okay. So I think that should about cover the basic. All going into there, and then all we need to do is over here. I'm not sure whether I want to strip this, so we'll leave it blank for now. And then over here, and we do the same. Boop, boop. Perfect. It's a present. I really shouldn't be so hyped. Like, I keep looking at it and my brain is defaulting. It's a present. Like, there is just something about this color scheme. Like, it's pushing the red out of the orange acacia and it's really bringing out the green. And it's making it like, oh. I'm really here for it. And the thing is, before the World of Color update, these would have been your most... Oh, no, I lie. I was about to say these would have been your most red and... your most vibrant blocks. But no! That honor would have gone to your wolves. I mean, look at my fact checking. Like... Because your wolves were, if you wanted bright color, then basically your wool was your only real option for really, really strong color. Unless you wanted like natural colors. Okay, we got a torch there, we're good. Do we have a torch in this one? We are not good. We need to light that one up. Skabam, skabam. Skibit. We shall have no moaning and no groaning in the walls. And then I think what we'll do is we will go ahead and we will grab the some of that. Some of that? No. I think that's because we put it all in here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Hello. Good to see you again. Oh wait, we were going to put in the edges of these as well. Let's grab those. Do. Don't want to put in one there, so we'll leave that for now, and we will come back and put a thing in there. I think that'll be good. Because if we don't put in a thing, then that'll basically fill everything up. No, it'll create a weird shape. And I'm not really there for that. We can fill it in and then it should be good. Oh wait, we need to grab more walls so we can fill in the rest. Okay. So on this side we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? We'll just craft a whole bunch. I think that's where we're at. Because I'm sure at some point we're going to use them. And then it'll be fine. Suddenly I'm understanding why I end up with so many chest monsters. You know, oh yeah, we'll just bulk craft them. I'm sure we'll use them. Yeah. I'm understanding where this comes from now. I'm not sure if I like where this comes from, but I am understanding. Oh. No. Like. There we go. I love the fact that you can jump down onto a wall and then you can jump up and add more walls, but you can't jump up onto a wall and do the same process. Like, frustration. Okay, if we go like this, I think this should be good. We go like that, and then I'm thinking we go something like this. Because this will be covered. We'll use sandstone now. We can probably... And then I figure we put a stairway here. And like this area, it's going to be mob-proof by virtue of glass, and then these areas will do something else with, but I'm not really sure what yet. But we will figure something out. So I'm kind of thinking that we don't put a full roof on it. And we just sort of leave it? Actually, if we bring out some of the acacia, just as some of the pillars, I think that'd be good. That brings it up to here, that should be good. And that brings the inside color out, because at this point that you'd be seeing it. Then maybe like that. So that there's a sort of mirroring of what's happening inside. Yeah. And then on top, we go with sand. I think we gotta rip off this facade. And figure out something else. Like, on one hand, it's nice, but I don't think it meshes well with whatever we're trying to do here. least ripping off that layer is going to get us what we need. Okay, so if we go with bringing a layer of sandstone through, and we give it a bit of an overhang, like so, then we can bring this out. Or, you know, we could run out of it. I think if we brace that and so that it looks pretty good, or if we brace it, it should look pretty good. There we go. Right words, right order, right place. You have more with sandstone? Yes, okay. We're winning. Huzzah! Here we go. Okay, so then we should be able to just fill this in. All happy like. And if we grab some stairs and just sort of make a different shape, it should be good. Hopefully we have stairs. We have stairs. We have. Okay. We're getting there. Hopefully we have stairs. Aha! Stairs. They exist. They're in my hand. This is good. I'm kind of hoping if we go for a sort of braced look, this should work. All I need to do is go one there and then one there. Okay. It would either be there or we take away that, and maybe along like this. I like that better. And then I'm thinking that we replace, or we add a line of smooth sandstone stair to the end so that it sort of flows off onto the edge. Flows off onto the edge. Is that words? Are these words? I'm not sure. But we will work with them. I rather hope they're words. So, in doing that, it'll bring it out into more of a point. Something like that. Hopefully. Anything we need in here? I don't think so. But we're fine. Okay. Hopefully. We should be good. Today's been really good. we have our little flower farms all sorted out so that they work, produce flowers, be happy. I think this one needs a little bit more greenery and decoration inside, but that's okay. And then we also have this one. Yay, it produced glowberries! Ah. Which is also on the producing side of things. Got one for cherries. Aren't they so cute? And right now we are we are on the way to produce, not the right word, create a building to go around the cactus farm, which is basically a little bit of a tower thing, kind of like a storage place. So it's going to be completely non-functional, this building, so we probably won't put anything in here. Its only purpose is so that we access this chest. So there's going to be very minimal designing on the inside. That being said, like, there's no reason why we can't have a little bit of pretty. Have we missed anything? We need a little bit more green over here. And yeah, that's what we've been doing today. Oh, and we also have our first wheat field. It's up here on top of the roof. Ta-da! The Wheaton Empire's first citizens. I'm so happy. Like, being able to have some wheat for the Wheaton Empire makes, like, it is a vibe, and it makes me happy. Okay, I know I saw I had birch somewhere. I put the birch somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, there we go. So I'm thinking what we'll do is... So do I, except I have a tendency to choose really bad lo-fi for streams if I go specifically for lo-fi. So there's a mixture of bands or types of music involved in my streams, so people don't get sick of it. And I find that works really well. Actually, if we make this here, then I think that'll look good. Oh, actually, if we do multiple sets of these, what is that? 1, 2, 1, 2. Because one thing I was finding when I was playing just purely lo-fi was when I was listening to the stream back, it got a bit grating on the ears over time. Whereas mixing the lo-fi in with other fairly chill music and, well, what you're hearing now made for what I found to be fairly enjoyable listening experiences, which is what I try my best to create. But if you have feedback, I would always love to hear it. Like, hearing people's feedback on music and stuff in stream is good, I think, because like I'm learning, and as far as I'm concerned, when you stop learning, you stop growing, and discovering about the world. So these are sticking out a bit. That. I have not. Oh, I forgot the green. Okay. The green, the green, the green. The green has been forgotten. Oh, shoot. Green? Green! Ooh. Oh, buttons. Anything else? There we go. Like, today has been a day for also forgetting things and forgetting where they are and all of that. It's been an interesting day. Also, the playlist is something that is constantly changing and evolving, so it is a work in progress. And I hope to keep it a work in progress, because that way it won't completely say the same songs all the time. Like, I think doing it that way means that it can stay more fresh and interesting as background music. Hopefully this works. Then we should be able to mirror the whole thing all over again. More of this. So the general idea of what I'm thinking we'll do is these will be holding they'll be sticking out from the platform that's above, and then basically from there we'll have, what's it called? A visualizing platform, a look around platform, a observation platform. Because that way it is serving multiple purposes. We appreciate multiple purposes, but the way I see it, where this is standing, it probably wouldn't be something that is used as the main observation tower regular watching thing. So having it as a backup, eyeballing it on the lower grounds and stuff like that, I think that would be less surprised, and especially with it being a storage silo, which, I mean, it kind of is. Oop. Then it kind of works. Because you'd want to keep good track of that sort of stuff. Also, on the subject of music, like, when it comes to picking music, I really like having music that has vocals in it. However, the problem with that is... You're kidding me. The problem with that is the fact that I end up singing along, And unless it's like what was in the last song, where the vocals are just weird echoey stuff, it doesn't really work, because just singing and vibing, it's a lot of fun, but it doesn't get anything done. And especially if it's kind of a copyrighted song, or a song I can't play online, then I end up in troubles. Or I would if I played it. Like, singing along to songs, that is probably my biggest vice. It's like, yes, we like to boogie. No, we are confusion. Yes, that is supposed to be there, right? Then we have the exit, right? This is correct. Yeah, like the boogie just takes us. Oh no, this is correct. Although, that being said, if I did go for songs, like if I had my choice in songs, it would either, like, if I had my total pick of songs, then it would probably be emo rock or grunge rock, and I don't know. My vibes would probably not. It's a bit of a contradictory vibe. Oh my word. Okay, that's good to know. Hi, zombie. Yep. Yes. You know, maybe throw in a bit of 90s funk. Oh, I know that sound. I don't know. My Chemical Romance is just, well, I find it relaxing, but I'm not sure everyone else does. Wait, there's no sound? Wait, no, my microphone's working. I can see the light on my microphone. Like, it's kind of funny. I have a friend who doesn't like it. Oh, the sunrise you're watching. Ah, right. Oh, that's awesome. Oh. Yeah, like MCR and 30 Seconds to Mars were my first introduction into modern music, and I was just like, oh, my eyes are open. This is amazing. Listen to what they're doing to the guitars. It's beautiful. And like, there was no looking back after that. I'm glad the sunset is nice. Sunrise is nice, Creed. Like, there's nothing quite like a good sunrise. Especially if you take the chance for photography, or you're actually able to get away from the city for a bit. NGL Punk Rock. I'll look them up. I haven't heard of them. Like, I had a friend who would just give me music burned onto a USB, and that's how I get new music recommendations. Yeah, like I went through a phase of watching the sunrise, doing similar things for quite a while, and 10 out of 10, I'm with you there, Creed. Like, unfortunately, the highest point I can get to is mine was 70s rock with a focus on glam rock. Like, that was the genre I was introduced to the most. Okay, if we block these off like that, and basically all the Pink Floyd. Like, I was basically brought up on Pink Floyd. Okay, so that means that the corners are checked off as something that is hidden and looking good. And I'm thinking what we'll do is we will cover this area here in basically stripes of birch, just going across, and then we'll fill in the middle with acacia, and somewhere in the middle we'll put a roof, a lookout type roof thing sprouting from one of the intersections, and I think that should be good. That's probably a very, very good attitude to have, Creed. Like, being able to just chill and enjoy whatever is definitely, like, it's a very open mind way of viewing things. Like, because I know, like, I think for me, I enjoy a lot of specific songs, but I find when it comes to bands, I don't like like, especially in the pop genre, it's like a few songs off each album, and it gets really frustrating because it's like, well, you have that song and you have that song and you have that song, but I can't really, what's the word? Put my money into that album because it's only like 3 songs that I like out of the album. Or stuff like that. Or I hear the song on the radio and oh, well, back when the radio was actually good around here. Now now the radio's 90% ads, and that kind of sucks. Or their talk shows. But anyways, you like half the time they didn't announce what the song was, and you're just left going, but I want to know who sang the song, and that sucks, because then you don't know who the song is to go get the album from, or at least look at the song. Like, it actually took me years to find out who Beyonce was, because I heard Single Ladies from Beyonce. I learned Single Ladies from Beyonce, but I didn't actually know who Beyonce was. Because my friend had it as a ringtone and was like, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. No. Jones, what you up to? And what was even worse was, at the time I was in a choir and everyone was like, oh, do you like so-and-so? Oh, I love listening to so-and-so. And I'm like, I like this song. I don't know who's it by. And they're like, we can't call you a real music aficionado then. And I'm like, oh. Ranger, you can't be there. Oh, that's a good one. Like, there was a certain wait, no, we need to move this across one. I kind of really miss the days when everyone had really cool personalized ringtones. Like, on one hand, they could get annoying when people were really obnoxious about them, and just like the ringtones were like a horrible beeping or whatever. Actually, before we do this, if we go ahead and we grab some glow lichen and we just put it all the way along the edges here, it should light up this without us actually seeing it ever again. Because that way, we won't have any problems. Like, I think my... Oh, what was my ringtone? Oh, my ringtone was the sound of a Ferrari. That's what it was. Because I had a Ferrari phone. Like one of those flip tops. And it went vroom vroom and I went, yes. Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh, no! Wait, how many? I think Nightbot is set for 6 emojis before it pings you, Creed. You're okay? Oh. Yeah, I thought I was big brain doing that. And the thing was, oh, like, it's something I really miss, because like my phone lives on silent nowadays, because on one hand I do actually need to keep an eye on it, but on the other hand, it's next to me while I'm streaming, and I don't want like coming through or anything like that. What would we need? Ah, glow lichen. Because like it really does feel like a rock in a hard place. Glow lichen. There we go. So I'm glad to hear that the Ferrari sound lives on. Yeah, hopefully these work. And I think at one point I had it also set like the text message sound to an Autobot transforming. Like right after the Transformers movie came out, I was like, yes, this is the peak cool. You have to have a Transformers transforming. Come on. Oh, there's going to be so much cleanup. I sense the cleanup. We don't actually have a glow lichen farm. We have everything. We have everything else, but we don't have a glow lichen farm. We need a glow lichen farm. This is what we need. How the hell are we going to clean this all up? I should have thought this through. We could have just had lanterns swinging from the rafters. This is regret. This is total utter regret in the making. Oh my goodness. Next time I recommend this. 10 out of 10 we are not doing this. We probably are going to end up doing it, but I will probably need reminding of how much this is a bad idea before we do it. The fact that this is spreading to everywhere. 6. You can use 6. Because, like, I was trying to figure out what would be a fair amount for people who aren't comfortable with English, but still want to get a point across. But when I was starting, I've had a few times where I've had people coming in and being like, yeah, we spam eggplants and things, and I'm just like, I'm not here for that. That's not my vibe. And I've also had a couple of friends run into a similar problem, so it's like, you know what, 6 is a good amount of emojis, and like hopefully I've got most of the really super sus emojis banned. Yes! Nightbot, you better not ban him. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Can I unban? Can I untime out you? No! No! Oh! Oh no! No! How long is that? How long? No! Oh! I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I thought that was safe. on one hand, thank you for being brave and testing that. On the other hand, I am so sorry. I will make, so I need to, okay, I need to raise it by one emoji so that you won't get banned or pinged by Nightbot. Oh, how long is 600 seconds? That's calculator. Calculator. 600 divided by, I should know this. No! How do I untime out you? Okay, hopefully that'll override the 600 seconds. I don't know if that'll... I'm so sorry. The amount of time Nightbot can bet put someone in timeout for, because I think that's 10 minutes. I think Nightbot. Oh, okay. Oh, I feel bad. Okay. I will hopefully either see you in 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on how successful the attempt to fix your timeout is. I'm not sure how well that went down, but I need an untimeouter. That's what I need. Okay, just a moment. Let's see if I can be tricky about this. Let's go like this. Go like this. Go like this. We're doing tricky stuff right now. Do this to me, Night. Don't do this to me, Nightbot. Oh, I need this person. I do not get to do this. Okay, I do not get to do that on stream either. Okay, I will figure that one out. Okay. Okay. Like, on one hand, I can see why streaming is definitely more of a young person's game, but on the other hand, it is a lot of fun. But on the other hand, technology. Oh, that's the thing. It was supposed to be set up so that you can use 6 emojis, because, like, do you think, like, I think 6 emojis is a fair amount to use in a message. Is it? I hope it is. Like, I just need to set it one higher than what people expect, than what I expect people to use. Are you kidding me? You know what? I don't care anymore. We are just going to put this way. Okay, problem solved. But it's one thing that has been pretty constant is the fact that Nightbot is a bitch. And we have just managed to run into problems after problems. And I think in part that is user error on my end, and in part because I think it's tricky. Oh, that's not even equal. Okay, can we stick? No, I think that's about as equal as we can get that one. Okay. Do. Okay, there. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Friday's stream is at 10 a.m., so 2 hours earlier. And actually, there is one thing that I can make Nightbot do, STREAM. And also on my Discord is the times in that will translate themselves into your time zone. Because I may not be able to make Nightbot do what I want it to do all the time, but I am a little bit more confident with Discord. So there is like in the stream times channel, there is a spot where it, wait, 1, 2. Oh, come on. Hmm. 1, 2, 3. This is silly. This is really, really, really silly. You know what? What is the time? How long have we been streaming? No wonder. I'm losing my counting skills. I've been streaming for too long. Okay. This one needs to be moved over 1. And then I think once we move this one over 1, I think that's where we will leave it. Because otherwise we will go gaga, and that will be the end of it. Okay. And we will figure out everything else later. Yeah. I'm getting... I think my brain is going blurry too, so I will say goodbye. Thank you very, very much for joining. And I will see you next time.